Cover crops are one way that we work with growers in Illinois through that fall covers for spring savings program. But I would say our team is certainly working with growers across the state for more marginal acres that they may have. So we say farm the best, conserve the rest.
Hello and welcome to Illinois Corn TV. My name is Shane Gray and I'm with the Illinois Corn Growers Association. Today we're talking with Jena Herrick, who is the Manager of Conservation for the Big River Initiative, and Fletcher Morgan, who's the Central Illinois Regional Director for Ducks Unlimited. So welcome both of you to our program today.
Happy to be
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, before we get started here, I know that I know just a little bit about Ducks Unlimited. You know, we have some family who enjoy duck hunting. And I think sometimes people will associate Ducks Unlimited with duck hunting when actually, any research I've done on it, it sounds like it goes back to the Great Depression, to when we were really about waterfowl management and wetland restoration. So tell us a little bit about what Ducks Unlimited is all about and what their mission is.
Yeah, I think I could cover that one. We're a non-for-profit organization. Our goal is to conserve wetlands associated with habitat for waterfowl, wildlife. We're actually founded in 1937. We're one of the most recognized conservation organizations in North America. If you really get bored and want to YouTube, there's a YouTube of John Wanging out there, and John Wanging supports Ducks Unlimited back when he was doing his films and everything. So that's it's a really cool thing. And yeah, we've been around a long time, and we just conserve, restore, and manage wetlands in North America.
Great. Yeah, I think you probably have one of the most recognizable logos out there with the duck head. You see that duck head and just the DU, and everybody knows exactly that that's Ducks Unlimited. Hey, let's get right to a couple questions here and just kind of see how the Ducks Unlimited and the conservation world all kind of weave together. And how does Ducks Unlimited partner with agricultural producers and landowners to integrate, your mission of wetland conservation and management?
Absolutely. It's a great question. I'll first hit on my area of focus with DU. As you mentioned, I oversee our Big Rivers Initiative. Those are the states of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Kentucky. And how we partner with growers in each of those 5 states really looks different. So I'll stay focused today on Illinois and what our conservation program looks like in the state. And I'll say it's a very large program. We've worked historically in Illinois for a very long time. We work closely with the Illinois Department of Natural Resources to restore and enhance large-scale floodplain wetland projects that are owned and managed by the DNR, to expand in public use areas that a lot of our supporters in Illinois utilize for hunting opportunities, and restore and increase the habitat availability on those sites as well. And then additionally, we have a strong partnership with the Illinois Department of Agriculture. We have a staff person who sits in that office that directly supports the fall covers for spring savings program. And through that program, if growers are not familiar, that is a crop insurance rebate program that is overseen by the Department of Agriculture. It's on a first come, first served basis. The whole state of Illinois is eligible to apply. It's a very sought after program, and if accepted and entered into the program, growers receive a $5 crop insurance rebate on the following year's premium. So it's a really great program in return for implementing cover crops. And Ducks Unlimited recognizes cover crops to be important. In the state of Illinois, they have been identified as one of the most effective in-field practices to help achieving nutrient and nitrogen runoffs from its fields. So while there's not a direct impact there with ducks, we recognize clean water and healthy soils ultimately have a great impact on our wetland ecosystems and ultimately waterfowl and habitats for today, tomorrow, and the future.
Now it's time for Tara's Corn Corner.
Who drives better, you or your dad?
My dad's 84, so it's me.
More important, coffee or
Coffee.
If you had to wear a T-shirt every day that says one farm phrase,
Coffee.
what would it?
It's obviously coffee, Taryn.
Funniest thing you've ever heard on the CB radio?
Trucker clock, who wants it?
Trucker clock. Who wants
It
it?
was a comedian.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Which is scarier, equipment breaking down or your spouse being mad?
Equipment breaking down, because I have a very understanding wife.
I would think that most people, I know what I'm only familiar with when it comes to the duck hunting is a lot of times areas are flooded, in the non-growing parts of the season after harvest. But you're saying cover crops as well can be just as beneficial for your wetland managements and everything else.
Yeah, cover crops are one way that we work with growers in Illinois through that fall covers for spring savings program. But I would say our team is certainly working with growers across the state for more marginal acres that they may have. So we say farm the best, conserve the rest. And what we mean by that is, there's
there you go.
lower lying marginal acres that are likely less productive that maybe want to be wet. We recognize the biggest priority and something that we want to be able to continue support is that these programs and whatever interests these growers have, it has to be rewarding for them. We have to be to meet the bottom line, and this needs to be successful. So we are not in the business of taking productive, income-driven acres out of production. Those remain if there's an interest and a need, especially in those marginal acres that are likely less yielding and a bit of a sink bowl for investments. Those are the acres that we want to talk to growers specifically about a possible wetland restoration or a potential maybe grassland planting. There's options out there specifically from a productivity bottom line standpoint that we can better utilize those acres. And a lot of that is case or project specific on what that looks like. But I'd encourage folks, if they have an interest or there is a really wet area that is less productive on their farm, we'd be happy to come out, take a look, and see what we could do and pull together from a fall share scenario. There's a lot of programs out there supporting growers with the first and foremost framework of making sure this is a successful project or program for the grower. Bottom line is most important here.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think most farmers probably on their lighter soils or maybe less productive soil are always looking for that little niche that if they can draw a little bit of income or a little bit more use out of that land, they're always looking for something out there. Now, look, before you go, we got to move to what they call our corny part of this program, and this is our joke of the day. So you two try to figure this one out if you can. Why don't ducks ever get lost at Ducks Unlimited events?
Oh my gosh!
Any guess?
Why do they not ever get lost?
I'm
at a
stumped.
Ducks event?
It's
Yeah.
because they're always winging it. I don't know.
And there we go.
Again, remember, I just read them. I don't write them.
That's good.
So, yeah. Anyway, Jena and Fletcher, thank you both for taking your time out of your day to set with us here at Illinois Corn TV, and best of luck to everybody this winter with duck hunting season, and continued luck with your programs. Thank you both very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Colin.